Are you ready to get in front of Florida's changing real estate market?
Our data-backed strategies will give you the edge you need. Hang on, this is going to be a crazy ride.
In today's video, we are diving deep into Florida's real estate trends to give you an edge whether you are buying or selling. We are going to cover everything from home sale prices to current interest rates and how long homes are sitting on the market. And it's all to give you an advantage.
Sellers, it's more than just price we're going to focus on to give you an unfair advantage. And buyers, we're going to teach you how to negotiate like a pro for the things that really matter in this current market. Plus, we're going to give you some smart strategies if you're buying for how to structure a loan so that you have the best rates and the best terms going forward. Folks, there's a lot packed in this today. Let's do it.
Home sales last year dropped to the lowest level in 28 years.
Now, and this year, it's going to be even more. They've already got enough data. They can forecast that we're going to be the lowest in over 30 years with home sales, which is just crazy. Why don't we jump to the article and we'll read a little bit about what they're saying. We'll move on to the next topic.
As a result of high prices and low inventory, home sales dropped to their lowest level since 1995, with 4.9 million homes sold. That's down 19% from the year before. And this follows an 18% drop in home sales from 2021 to 2022.
And it's going to be even more this year.
Which sucks.
Yep.
A Florida inventory up again as well. More than 141,000 homes currently on the market.
And that's up from 140,000 last month. It continues to rise. What you're looking at right now is courtesy of our friends at reventure.app. We strongly encourage you to consider this if you're buying or selling. Great information. This is a nationwide map. The highest inventory level is, of course,
Florida.
That's what that arrow is pointing to, with 141,298, as Jackie had mentioned. However, there's more to look at. Florida inventory is up 70% year over year. That means there's 70% more homes on the market today than there was a year ago today. And that's just not sustainable. However, this is a great opportunity for a pro tip.
It isn't price, it's competition. Forget about the appraised value and look at when your home will sell.
So think about it this way. If we've got 50 homes on the market and only 5 homes are selling over every month for your kind of group and demographic, this is something you need to know if you're a seller. That means that it's going to take 5 months to get through this entire inventory. But more importantly, what is your competition, as Jackie just brought up, and how do you compete? You can probably take a look at your competition and say, okay, I'm going to be the number 1, 2, or 3 seller. That is what happens when you've got inventory rising, prices staying fairly flat, and you want to make sure your home gets sold in the first month or two. We should probably talk about the disease of being on the market for 60 or 90 days and how that appears. What are your thoughts on that? If you see a home on the market that's on the market for, let's say, 90 or 100 days, what's the first thing that runs through your mind?
There's something wrong with the house.
So you don't want to lose out. And now remember, we're in a declining market. No way around that. We're going to prove that again. As the prices start to go down, you want to be the first one sold because you will be the highest in history. The rest of them will beat you and go lower. That's what we've seen before. In every changing market, we're going to see it again.
If you like this kind of stuff, stay tuned for a few more massive seller pro tips.
So let's jump into a buyer tip. I wrote this down. This is a buyer pro tip right here. Active homes and absorption rate mean more opportunity and more power negotiating. Jackie, thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's because there are more homes on the market for you to choose from, so you have more power and you're more in control.
Bottom line, in your negotiating, if there are more homes available, the seller is more motivated. They know what they're competing against. You need a pit bull just like this.
You know what? I don't think you should call me a pit bull because I'm only 5'2", and I'm okay with being a chihuahua because we're pretty aggressive.
Yeah, but I like pit bulls. I'm not a fan of chihuahuas. Okay. No disrespect to anybody that has one. We're Labradoodle fans. In fact, this is Scotch, our puppy.
Days on market, we talked about it, so now let's show you it. Take a look at the big board, and as you can see, from August to September, the days on the market have gone up 1 day.
The Florida days on market is at 69 days. So in Central Florida, where we just showed you 47, we're at 47 days. In Florida as a whole, we're at 69. Holy cow.
And you know what? It's really disheartening for a lot of sellers who say, oh my gosh, my house is sitting there. No one's coming to look at our house. But Unfortunately, we're showing you the statistics.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You got to just kind of write it out, especially now in August and September. It's a very slow time of year.
Very much so. And that's why you're always looking, what's the next home that's going to sell? Is it going to be mine, as we just alluded to just a couple of seconds ago? Okay, so for days on market, here's a buyer pro tip. Look for price adjustment dates. If a property's been on the market for 10 days, 5 or 6 days, 10 days. Is a seller motivated to adjust their price?
No.
Absolutely not. If it's been on the market for 30 days or 45 days and they've made a price adjustment, a little
Yes.
more motivated.
Yes.
How about if they've been on the market for 60 days and they've made 3 price adjustments?
They might not be that motivated.
They might, especially at 90 days, now they're even less. So
Right.
look for the price adjustments. And remember, as soon as an adjustment's made, they think they've got the perfect price. But the truth is, if they're 10 days into an adjustment, they made an adjustment 10 days ago, right now, this is where we can say we can get them, because they're already on their heels, even
lower.
Even lower. That's exactly right. They're more flexible. They want it to go. Now, after about 100 days or so, you get to the point where they're either just testing the market and they're way overpriced, or they're not motivated.
They're not motivated at all.
So be aware of that. Or something seriously wrong with the house.
It's usually something seriously wrong with the house.
And they're
That's
still
what
not
I'm
making the
finding.
price
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
I mean, the bottom line is it could be on a sinkhole for the right price. I'm going to buy
Both.
it.
They're overpriced, they're unrealistic, and there's something wrong with the house.
So there are opportunities out here, and interest rates are going to be important. We'll cover that in just a second. We also have a couple images I want to show you real quick. This laundry room was redesigned with using, I think we can say this, they used IKEA quite frequently for a lot of the design work in here. It's absolutely mind-blowing. We walked into this house and we're like, this is incredible. She went nuts. I don't give a damn about a laundry room.
Every woman does.
It's just perfect. And it's little things like that if you buy a home that needs a little extra work, you're negotiating, it's not the perfect home, so somebody's not buying it right away, you can actually positively impact your value by doing some work on it. It makes sense. Consider the options are available for you.
Hi, it's Jackie. I would like to ask a favor of you because it would mean the world to George and I. Please hit the like and subscribe button. We put a lot of time and effort into creating these videos for you so you can be educated on the market, and we really would appreciate if you would like and subscribe to our channel. See you soon.
Next, let's jump over to average sales price.
Take a look at the average sales price and look at that. You see those steps going down? Prices are dropping. Quite a huge drop from July to September 1st, from $478,000 to $474,000, now $467,000.
Yes.
Average sales price.
I love seeing that. Now, this is important. It is not because our prices are dropping and falling through. They are coming down a little for sure. It's just that we're not selling as many homes. So the million plus homes, which have nothing to do with mortgages, if they're cash purchases, about the large portion of them, they're still selling them. Now, I love to see this. Everybody's like, well, why? I don't want the price to go down. They're really not. We're just selling lower end prices because of affordability issues. We're going to cover that in detail when we get the interest rates and affordability. That's amazing. You're going to freak out on affordability. So while it doesn't look as good news for sellers, it's great news for buyers for sure.
And it ends up being a win-win.
It really, really does. Get out while the market's hot. If you're selling, if you're buying at the best price possible. Lots of inventory. Let's jump to this. Couple of pro tips for you in this next section you definitely want to know about. Drum roll, please.
Interest rates.
We can't tell you how excited we are to see the interest rates finally come down. They're at 6.43%. That's down from 6.9%. And the Fed is meeting, when is it? It's
17th.
17th and 18th, and I expect a quarter basis point there. By the way, this drop is forecasting that drop, or the Fed's drop, so everybody's getting optimistic about this. They're meeting again in November on the 6th and the 7th, and then we have another meeting, I think it's on sometime in December, and again another drop. Well, those are just going to start adding up. This is huge. Here's the current rates in our market right now.
Starting at the upper left corner, conventional loan 6.36, then down to a VA loan of 5.78. We're slowly getting there, so I'm getting a little bit excited.
I can't wait for you all to see affordability. That's going to be huge. Okay, check out this article. Rate cuts coming. Is it the perfect time for home buyers to strike big deals?
Yes, I do think it's a good time for buyers to strike a deal because you have a lot of inventory to choose from. So that means not a lot of competition. And with interest rates the way that they are, that can be a little bit sketchy. However, we have a solution.
So if you don't have a couple lenders who are going to incorporate into your loan package at no cost to you a 1% buy down for 1 year, what that means is, let's say you have a loan at 6.5%. They buy it down out of their proceeds to a 5.5% loan. I'll show you what that looks like on paper in just a few minutes. That should be standard for lending practices. If you have an experienced loan officer, they should be able to do that and also offer you a no compensation to them refi package at the end. In fact, doing so can save you hundreds, like $500 a month on the average priced home. Huge way to skin the cat and still meet the market. And then refi in a year. I think they'll be down in a year in the 5s without question.
Everyone says they'll be down, so refi is a great option.
Now we also have a seller pro tip. When you walk into one of our homes, there's a placard right there in the home, because we can't put this anywhere in the MLS. It's against the law for us to do so. That says, if your buyer chooses to purchase this home with our lender and competitive rates, they will also receive a 1% buy down of their mortgage for 1 year and a free refi, making your home stand out above the rest. But wait, there's more. And that is our love it or leave it guarantee. Now, we incorporate this whenever we're working with a buyer client, but we also put it in our homes that are being sold. Jackie, you want to tell them about that?
The love it or leave it guarantee basically ensures for the buyer that if they're not in love with their house a year later, we will sell it for them for free.
So it makes your home stand out even more. So as soon as they walk through the door, they're already there. They did what the marketing did to get them in the door. They walk through, they're like, oh my God, I can buy this at 1% less interest rate. And if I'm not completely satisfied,
they're going to sell the house for free.
These guys are going to sell it for free. This house is amazing. Now imagine that with the laundry room we just showed you as well, and some upgrades, and buying a house after it's been on the market for about 30 days and they're really, really motivated. You get even a better price. This is how you beat a market that is flat in a possible decline. Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about my favorite topic, and that's affordability. Back to the big board. What we're looking at is the affordability chart. And as always, we look at that 50% line that's highlighted right here. Everything above that means it's absolutely unaffordable. So think about it this way. If you make $100,000 and your home prices, as they currently are, the prices and the average prices we're talking about, and the current interest rates, that means over 50% is going to principal and interest. There's no way you'll get a loan. We've got to get it lower than that 50%. Now that covered screen you're looking at now is going to show what happens if you actually buy down your rate. But what I'm excited about is you'll notice that from August to September, we went from 53.53% affordability to 50.91% affordability.
This part is so cool.
Joe, remove the cover. Let's take a look at what it looks like if we were to buy our rate down 1% for that first year. 47.55%. That is now affordable. That's what lower rates will do, but we can find them right now while there's tons of inventory, right? And we can help sellers help their buyers accomplish that right now while their home is being looked at amongst others, and it elevates their property. So we can create the win-win. Jackie,
yes.
How much does that equate out to on a monthly basis? Do you remember?
The savings?
Yeah.
About $400.
Yeah, per month. That's almost $5,000 per year in savings from 1% buy down. Way to go. It's free. Folks, if you're interested in something else, like getting your home sold quickly and you want a guarantee, watch this next video. And thanks so much for being with us.
Bye.
You're going to like this. We guarantee to sell your home in under 45 days.
Or we'll step in and pay the mortgage until it does.
Hi, I'm Jackie Sosa.
And I'm George Philbeck. Let's say that again. Your home sold in 45 days or less at a price you agree to, or we'll step in and pay the mortgage until it does.
And the best part is our guarantee is 100% risk-free. If you're not happy, fire us. You're in control.
We know you'll be happy because we outsell the average agent over 50 to 1. We're not bragging, we're applying for a job.
And don't forget, commission is completely negotiable. After all, it is your house, so you're in control. For a more detailed look at why we outsell the average agent more than 50 to 1 and how you can sell your home for more money, as well as your potential next steps to a secure selling process, simply go to the site in the description and on the screen below.
Thank you.